Welcome to the show where we start with hello, we say hi, we say bye. We don't make fun of those other things we don't know. Welcome to the show where we just have a no sense of superiority because we all got our policy. Welcome to the show. Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Phiphteen or Phiphty Minutes with Phedre. So, today we're going to be speaking about my buddy, my friend, the enemy of my buddy and friend, mental slavery. My buddy and friend is actually being woke, and the enemy of my buddy and friend is mental slavery. But today, mental slavery is my buddy and friend, because today, mental slavery is what we're talking about. Before we get to that, though, we're going to have a little final word on being woke that we didn't get to hear last week from Adadumengaki. Awe, my girl, another former classmate from City Varsity, another fellow performer, another YouTuber, new to the scene. So follow her channel. Ada's Moves, yeah, where she dances and she grooves. And check out what she's got to say on being woke.
Being woke, I think, is when someone is woke and knows and alert, when someone is aware of the issues and things that are happening around and awoke of that and know how to say, hey, no, scooper, and know how to take care of themselves, is when someone is woke and knows their mission and knows their purpose and knows why they're doing something.
Good points, good points, good points, all good points. And all that which we have essentially begun to cover with Char and Lwa last week on being woke, awareness. It's about recognizing what's going on around you, recognizing what's happening in yourself in order to better address that which is happening around you. So now that we've gone to mental slavery, it's the perfect time to speak about how that is the very opposite of being woke. It's the opposite of recognizing what's happening inside you in order to better address what's happening outside of you. Mental slavery is ignorance of the self. Mental slavery is ignoring what makes you tick and therefore ignoring what will throw in a wrench into the works of your internal mechanism. It's ignoring how to best manage yourself in order to then best manage your relationship to the rest of the world. It's ignoring how to bring peace and love to the world. Mental slavery is perpetuating negativity, is perpetuating lack, is perpetuating ignorance and destruction, is perpetuating competition, is perpetuating fragmentation, is perpetuating selective understanding and selective value, is perpetuating hierarchy. Mental slavery is everything that goes against the unity of all. Mental slavery is broken, it's breaking. Mental slavery is making a promise that you do not fulfill. So, and making a promise that you don't fulfill is a very imbalanced act in itself. You give and then you don't make up for that which you've given. Well, for that, what you've said, you've put an expectation out there, and now I expect this energy to come back to me, and then it doesn't come back to me, and that's not kind. That's not balanced. That's not respectful. That's mental slavery. And this is precisely the nature of slaves. Slaves can only make promises that they cannot fulfill because they don't have the means to make anything happen for themselves. They don't own their own means of production. They don't own their supply chain. So now these are like marketing terms, but these marketing terms apply and accounting terms apply just as much to the concept of energy exchange and mental slavery and being woke, because all these things are about energy exchange. And the more you understand how you exchange your energy, well, the better you can be at it. So when you think about economy and everything, don't just think about it in terms of money. Also think about it in terms of the economy of energy and how much am I in debt to so many other people energetically because I have no idea how to manage myself. So this is what mental slavery is. So today I was supposed to have, oh, we've just hit the 5 minute mark. I was supposed to have two buddies, more old classmates from my alma mater, um, speak about what they think mental slavery is. Surprise, surprise, they didn't come through. They did not pitch with their videos that they were supposed to send through to me so that I could edit the full thing together. So I'm not going to name their names. Um, but I know who they are. If they should they should watch to wish. If they should wish to watch this, they know who they are. Anyway, I'm not surprised that they didn't follow through. I'm not surprised that they did not pitch. Like I said in the previous video, I am someone who's very aware. I'm very aware of everything. I see people's behavior like I'm reading a book. I know how someone is going to behave 2 weeks from now if I ask something now. Because I can just see the patterns of energy moving through you, and so I know which way you're going to move. This is one of the great things about being woke. The more aware you become, the more your psychic abilities rise. And I'm being dead serious when I'm talking about psychic ability, because being psychic is no different than just, reading a book. It's just a matter of reading a different type of language that you have not been taught that you can read easily. But you can. You can really, really read people so easily like that. And you're just like, oh my God, I know what you were thinking because I saw it. So anyway, I kind of had a feeling that they would not follow through, even though they are both people who like to think of themselves as, I'm all like open and stuff, and I'm all like, yeah, like I'm all woke and shit. But then you pull shit like that and then you call yourself woke. At the very least, tell me I will not be able to pitch. That is how you combat not being able to fulfill a promise, by communicating that. When you don't communicate that, you maintain mental slavery. You maintain a lack of communication between every sphere of action, and that miscommunication creates conflict between the different spheres of action, because this one expects something and expects something from that one, but then it doesn't know that this one is actually not pitching because this one hasn't said anything. And this is how wars start. This is how destruction is maintained. Lack of communication is the best friend of hatred, of destruction and discord and chaos. So it's just ironic that obviously, yeah, they were so gung ho. I mean, they were so gung ho. They were just like, yeah, I can do that, blah blah. And I know these guys, and I know how they talk. So it's even more hilarious that they don't realize that they're mentally enslaved because they aren't coming through and they aren't saying anything, you know. And there were promises made in the process, and I'm like, you don't need to make so many promises if you're not going to fulfill them. I don't need you to make all these promises to me. I just need you to be honest. That's it. That's all I want. I want your honesty. So if you can't pitch, say I can't pitch. Don't waste my time. Lead me down a road. And then you're not even there to guide me out of it? Yeah, this is mental slavery in essence. It's selling dreams when you have no intention of realizing them. That is mental slavery. Another example of mental slavery that I really wanted to speak about that happened to me 2 days ago. So it was at the grocery store. So for the past, like, before 2 days ago, the past couple of days before those 2 days ago, I was really broke because I was waiting for money from my parents. I'm still a financial dependent. I'm trying very hard to work my way out of that, but it's really hard to find a job, man. Wow, like niggas don't just want to hire you just like that. Like they don't give a fuck. Ugh. So anyway, mental slavery. Lol. Okay, yeah, so I was broke because I was waiting on money from my parents and there was issues with the bank. So because there was those issues, there was no way of getting the money. So ran out of electricity, ran out of money, wasn't able to make food, so me and my sister were starving. And it sucks. This isn't the first time this has happened. Um, these things happen and yeah. So, when you don't eat, you get hangry, you get hungry, you get angry, you get weak, and all you care about is food, naturally. So, when the money came, went to go do the groceries and stuff, finally, so I was at the till trying to cash up and everything, calculate everything, but then I made a miscalculation. And what's more, I couldn't use my phone while I was doing shopping to, like, bring down to subtract the price each time I added something. This is how I shop. Um, because my phone is being a bitch as well. So I was just like going off of mental calculations and I miscalculated. So I got to thing and then the lady was like, okay, I know you're $30 short. And I was like, wait, what are you talking about? I thought that it was, so I was just trying to like figure that out. And I was like, the thing is, like, I was also trying not to start getting angry with her because I was aware of the fact that I could have made a miscalculation. And so I'm just trying to like just trying not to freak the fuck out because I'm like, I don't need this right now. I'm fucking hungry. I have all this fucking shit, and you want to fucking tell me that I didn't fucking count right? Fuck you! Yeah, but then I'm like, okay, no. So this is why I was just pretty much trying to calm down. Yeah, so while I was just trying to figure all that stuff out, some guy who's like in the line waiting for also the same checkout point, he comes up to me at the till and he's like, "What's going on here? We're waiting here, blah blah blah." And I'm just like, "Oh my god, my friend, my friend, my friend, my friend, my friend, my friend. Oh, my friend, my friend, my friend. Wrong fucking time to test me like this. First of all, never, ever, ever, ever try to publicly humiliate me. I'm the worst person for that. I have a song called I'm Not the One That You Fuck With that is going to be coming out soon enough. But yeah, it's very accurate. I'm not the one that you fuck with. You are not going to come up to me in public, try to put me in my place, because what you don't realize is that I'm a performer. And I am a performer who loves performing. I love an audience. And I'm also someone who is not someone that you put in their place. I put you in your place because I have a lot of accountability. So I'm the one who'll be like, okay, you're being a douche right now. I don't need someone else to do that for me. So when someone tries to do that for me, oh wow, the way I will just like show you who's boss. So, dude. So, anyway, so he thought that he was gonna like humiliate me in public and just like have me be all flustered and be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. But I'm already pissed off. I'm already hungry as fuck. You think you're gonna come up to me and do me and no, fuck you. So anyway, I'm just like, yeah. So I automatically respond to the guy. Well, yeah, I'm also trying to figure things out here. Okay, yeah. And like, he's like, yeah. It's like, yeah. Walk away. So the guy walks away. Like he goes back to his spot, and I'm like, you're not being helpful at all, fucking idiot. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, I'm like idiot. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Well, at this point, I was just like, I lost it. I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna pretend. I was just like, yeah, I lost it on the guy because he deserved it. Yeah, and I was like, you know what, unless you want to pay for me. And the lady at the till, she laughed because she got the joke, and I appreciated that because he was just being a douche. Like, here I am about to pass out from fucking hunger. Some asshole walks up to me because I'm taking too long, because I'm confused about what the fuck is going on, and you don't even seem to realize that this could be what is actually going on. You're not even trying to help the situation. You're just trying to, like, and I'm like, oh, fuck you. So, anyway. I'm busy doing that, blah blah blah, and the guys are like, blah, 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 and obviously I made sure to give him a good look that said, "Don't even fucking test me." He was understandably humiliated. Good, that was the point. Then when I was done with my transaction, I was like, "There you go," and I walked away. Ugh. So yeah, that was just a little example of what I like to call mental slavery. Um, Absolutely. It was a white guy. I mean, black people don't do shit like that. Honestly, like black people don't fucking do shit like that. It's only white people. Um, yeah, no, it is. And yeah, so I was just like, go back to your fucking hole, you asshole. You're not going to help the situation by screaming at a fucking bitch who is clearly confused. So maybe you think that you're gonna seem like a tough guy, and people are gonna be like, "Wow, this guy, he's just like he's so confident. He just walks up to someone and he's just like, 'Can you hurry up, man?'" No, all you are is a douchebag who is not helping the situation. All you are is a mental slave who is not realizing that your lack of kindness is not going to transmit kindness towards me, is not going to make me move quicker, it's not going to help the situation at all. Yeah? Yeah? So, yeah, that was just an example of mental slavery. And then 2 days later, lack of follow through from the people that were supposed to speak today. It's just great. 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 So I guess that's just kind of what I wanted to say. Mental slavery and that. It's just great. It's just great.